Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses.
Hello there. Just a moment. Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live, and thank you so much for joining me. If you have read the caption of the broadcast tonight, you can make your own contribution accordingly. And yeah, you can give me the thumb up just before you get settled into the broadcast. You can also share the video with your friends as you are joining. So thank you very much for joining me. Well, for those of you who have been very much in tune with what is going on in Nigeria, following it day by day, so that you will not be caught unaware when the Kasala finally burst. The effort to keep educating the people of the danger around them, the danger they are being put into by the political class and so many other people working in hand with the government of Nigeria to endanger the lives of the people. So when people know about this danger, they can react appropriately. And that is why we are doing what we are doing. The news came after the report from Benue of the mass killings of the people in IDP camp, people who are running away from terrorists, Fulani terrorists, who chased them out of their own different communities, settled down in an isolated area where at least they expected to be safe, away from their from their own land. They still got attacked. They got attacked and they got killed, while others were seriously injured. And the governor came out to say, well, we call on the president. Buhari is the president of Nigeria. He is somebody who is responsible for the security of all Nigerians, as he's sworn to do. But since handing power to jihadists, to terrorists, we can no longer even ask anymore. Because when the governor said the president should protect us, the president should let us have, go ahead and buy AK-47, AK-47 guns in Nigeria is a federal approved gun. So you can't have it except the federal government gives you the license, because, and they won't give you. The reason why they won't give you is because this is the popular ammunition gun in the armory of the Nigerian police, Nigerian army. Okay, so they won't want to have these same automatic rifles in the hands of the Nigerians, but they allow it in the hands of terrorists who are bragging. You have seen them. So when Buhari, the presidency, Garbage Shehu, responded to the governor of Benue State after the killings of the people of Benue State, they said, well, you know, if the Benue people and the Benue governor will continue to say he is not going to allow Ruga in Benue, whatever happens in Benue, he should deal with it. That is the response of the federal government of Nigeria to the people of Benue State. If you are not going to accept Ruga, if you're not going to accept federal government policy, what is that policy? Livestock, they call it National Livestock Policy. And that is what was disguised in order to hide Ruga. Ruga is the former cattle colony they were demanding for. That was where it all started from. Cattle colony, then to Ruga, from Ruga to National Livestock Policy, so as to hide the intention. And the intention is very simple. Give us land for the Fulani so that they can have land they can call their own, where they can raise their family, raise their cows, and they will no longer attack anybody. So if you're not going to accept that, then fine. Whatever happens to you, deal with it. This is the condition. And this is the statement from the Buhari's government. The same message they are sending to us in Yoruba land. The same message they are sending to the people of Biafra. It is the same message of give your land. What is wrong with you? Give your land instead of, even Femi Adesina came out at some point and he said, what is more better, your life or your land? What is wrong with people giving up the small portion? Can you keep all the land? That is what Femi Adesina said. So it was all about land, but they have no way of getting the people to give up the land. And it is so cunning that people believe that it is not about giving them land for Ruga. It is more than that. Because if it is about giving them land, right, the northern Nigeria has over 70% of the landmass of Nigeria is in the northern part of Nigeria. So if it's about land for the Fulanis who need to have their, like they are saying, Ruga, 19 states in northern Nigeria, well, that's too much. Just about 3 states alone can accommodate more than 50 million Fulanis if they want to even give them entire region. Sambisa forest is so big. Alagamo forest, they are so big that you can compare the vastness to about 4 West African countries. Like Niger Republic, Mali, what do you call it? Somalia, 4 African countries. That's how big Sambisa forest is. And this Sambisa forest is now occupied by the Boko Haram terrorists, by the Fulani terrorists. And they've spread to Biafra land, spread to Yoruba land, spread to Tifi land, spread to Ijo land, spread to every land in Nigeria, asking for land. And to this day, there is no single state governor, not even those who are championing Ruga, no single northern governor has come out to say, I have successfully built a Ruga for the Fulanis. And out of the 19 state governors in northern Nigeria, you have 17 of them, in fact, no, rather, you have 15 of them who are Fulanis. Now, no single of them, not one, has built a successful Ruga for the Fulanis in the last 6 years. But when they want to talk, when the Biafran says, we don't have any land to give to anybody, we are not giving up our land. When the Yoruba says, we want the Fulani terrorists to leave, we don't want them on our land, then you will see Fulani governors jumping on the screen and calling them haters of northern Nigeria, haters of Islam, the enemies of the north, simply because the South says we have 30% of the landmass in Nigeria, you have 70% of the landmass in Nigeria, but no single state has built a successful Ruga in 6 years, not even the federal government of Nigeria. That is where people now believe that it is more than Ruga. It is more than giving land to resettle the Fulani herdsmen. It is more than that. These Fulani others farmers clashes is just a creation of the Nigerian media to wink and continue to deceive everyone that, yeah, it's not that bad. Do you get that? It is beyond land for resettling Fulanis. It is about a takeover, and that is why we are all on our own. If you still pretty much don't believe that we are on our own from wherever you are, right? Even the people of Middle Belt who have been, they have been the sort of the human shield for us in the South, Middle Belt, but they have already crossed that. They have crushed and crushed and crushed the people of the Middle Belt, and we've watched in horror. Now, things that seems to always be far away from us are now so close to us that the Nigerian military are now threatening. They are now threatening our own people in Yoruba land. They are threatening war in Igbo land for the sake of resettling Fulani terrorists in Nigeria. Who does that? So we are on our own. And it is very better for everyone to be able to say it loud and clear that we know what we want. Even if we are not so involved when they signed up whatever this fraudulent arrangement, now we know what we want. Because we also know what we don't want. We will not continue to be quiet while those who have the opportunity of speaking for the people of the southern Nigeria. What is that thing that is so scary for every or an average politician or elite in Yoruba land, in southern Nigeria, to speak up? It is a danger everybody talks about in hushed tones, why they are making arrangements on how to escape from Nigeria. But yet, they pretend that it is not happening. Many of them are preparing for 2023, when many of them won't even make it to that 2023 with the terror that is already right there with us. The people who are currently the victims, yes, the poor people that many of you rode on their back to power, they are now the victims that have to find their ways around how to survive in the hands of the terrorists. It's a done deal. There is no way out. According to them, you now have more than 1 million of these armed terrorists scattered all over Nigeria. They are doing the same job like the Boko Haram. It is the same job. And as we speak, there are many of them who are actually in for the money because they know that Nigeria is so powerless now that they can walk in, walk out, commit this kidnapping, collect ransom, and walk out peacefully without any challenge. That is our fate now if we continue to be part of Nigeria. When the likes of Obasanjo says we have to pray, Obasanjo had the opportunity of fixing this, but we never fixed it because he was part of the problem anyway. The people who are part of the problem can never be part of the solution. Do you know that? And that is why this generation must never trust any elder, any leader speaking in defense of Nigeria, telling you to wait, be patient, things will pass, or pray. Those who are part of the problem, they can never be part of the solution. And that's why we have to be so smart and consistent. Every one of us who have known the truth, do not let these self-serving, selfish people who have used the name of either your tribe or associated with your religion in order to make you believe that they are one of us. They are not. Obasanjo had the chance of changing this, but he bungled it because, he wanted to keep power. You know the story. He had a chance of, number one, doing away with this corrupt, this tissue paper called the Constitution, he knows. But rather, he was so much interested in amending that trashy paper in order for him to stay in power. By so doing, he had no time to build anyone to at least succeed him. He said a good leader must raise many, many worthy successors. Obasanjo ended up in a quagmire whereby this power tussle ended up pushing up a sick, unprepared person to lead the country. And where did that lead us? He wanted to turn himself to what? Well, he indeed actually turned himself to God their Father. It was all about power, not about the people. Preserving the power, preserving the power. Power for who? For themselves. What Buhari is doing right now is that Buhari is smarter, and the terrorists working with Buhari, they are smarter. They are not, as they are currently working against not just the entire country. They are working against their own people. People they are supposed to be represent, at least as we all know that Buhari is an ethnic jingoist, a full-time religious religious fanatic. Somebody who came out publicly to advise that Muslims should vote for Muslims, Christians should vote for Christians. That's how it should be. That person became your president because the likes of Obasanjo wanted to prove power, preservation of power. Right? So he had his chances and he bungled it. So if Obasanjo come out today to tell you that you should pray for Nigeria, that you have no idea, asking for breakup of Nigeria, what Obasanjo is talking about is preservation, whatever is left of their ragtag leadership for 60 years. Whatever is left of it is what he's trying to protect. So that when he dies, he won't see it. He won't see Nigeria break up. He will never advise you to break up Nigeria. How is he going to do it? Is it going to be when he changed Operation Feed the Nation to Obasanjo Farms Nigeria? OFN, Federal Government Program. Then they changed it to with the moment he left power. What happened? As part of the deal they gave to him, he changed Operation Feed the Nation. The federal government policy that, confiscated people's land all over the country, from all the zones in the country. And when he left power, he changed it to what? Obasanjo Farms Nigeria, OFN. And whatever is left of it today, right? That same OFN, Obasanjo Farm Nigeria, as much as they continue to brandish how successful it's been, ask them, whose money have they been using to run it? Probe them. What about those of them that when they had the opportunity of deregulating the oil sector, building refineries that will refine the product of Nigerian crude oil in Nigeria, what happened to that? 8 years. That's part of the leadership failure. And what did that lead to? Subsidy. More corruption. For 8 years, he made himself the minister. He started it. He made himself the minister of petroleum in Nigeria. He had his chance. In fact, he had chances until he met a worse opposite of himself, Buhari. So same thing is happening. Buhari is not doing anything in the interest of any Hausa Fulani anywhere. It is the same self-centered, selfish, land grabbing, and this time around they added terrorism to it. This is what makes it more complicated. And the likes of Obasanjo, they have no clue. I have to be honest. So therefore, he cannot advise us what we should be demanding for in Nigeria. He had his chances. He even conducted the national conference. Remember? Sovereign National Conference. He spent billions and billions of naira when the report was delivered. Since the national conference will not let him have third term, what happened? They buried it. What will Obasanjo tell you today that you will listen to him? Or is it the Afenifere? That's what I'm saying. If you see any leader in Yoruba land today, with the state of what Nigeria has become, telling you that it is far-fetched to be demanding for Oduduwa Republic, it is your right, it is your future
They have stolen whatever is left of your future in Nigeria as a Yoruba man or woman, right? When Afenifere was formed after Nadeko, when Nadeko was in charge, when Nadeko was speaking for the as a socio-political organization for the Yoruba people in the early 90s to late 90s, Nadeko then was pretty much about either Nigeria go back to democracy or Nigeria should split up. And their promo agenda then was that if Nigeria will not go back to democracy, then Nigeria should split up. That was the agenda of Afenifere. It is pretty much about restructuring that they are talking about today. Of Nadeko. When Afenifere came, right, before 1999, they started what they call the Afenifere. Afenifere led to what, after this, they founded the PDP. Then they had to start something for Yoruba. They called it Alliance for Democracy, populated by people who were in Nadeko, old Nadeko, and new Afenifere. The agenda there was they either give Yoruba the presidency or Nigeria will break up. Oduduwa Republic campaign is not new. But the unfortunate thing about it so far was because those who used the Oduduwa Republic to intimidate Nigeria, they are now those who have gained power in Nigeria. They have been in power in Yoruba land. They have used Awolowo's name several times. They have failed the people many times. And now the people are worse off. So they've stolen the yesterday, today, and tomorrow of every one of you in Yoruba land who still belong to Nigeria. Now, the only thing you can ask for, which is not too much to ask, by the way, if you're asking for Oduduwa Republic, the generation that used Oduduwa Republic to gain prominence, entered politics, and they started talking about one Nigeria, because they've become ministers, they've become governors, they've become president, they've become, what have you? They even want to be president as well. Oduduwa Republic is no longer tenable. Nigerians and the Yorubas in Nigeria will have to endure whatever comes their way as part of Nigeria. It is a price to pay for being part of Nigeria. Now ask yourself this: if anything happens to you right now, what is going to happen to your children or your family? Do you really think they will survive the Nigeria that these terrorists are now bringing, the imagined Nigeria? Do you think so? Let that answer stay with you. Okay. Now, that is why those who are still using the Yoruba Afenifere, whenever they continue to speak on behalf of Nigeria in place of Yoruba's interest, do not listen to them. You should never listen to them. No matter what they say, how they say it, no matter the kind of grammar, no matter how much respect you think you have for them, they are the real con artists. Fulanis are not that brainy. You see, whoever are those keeping us in part of Nigeria with the deals with these criminals, they are not that brainy. They just need people that speak like me, people that talk like me, people that look like me, people that, worship like me, people that will relate together. Somebody that can call my brother, my sister, my uncle, my, auntie, and on and on and on. They can send them to you. My pastor, my imam, my malim, my spiritual guide, whatever it is, they are the easy access to you to tell you that asking for what will guarantee the future that they have stolen from you, that you will never get back. You will never get it back. The only one that guarantees it is the one you ask for yourself, not the one given to you by them. The Nigeria they promised us. Let's go back to where it all started. The Nigeria they promised us was a Nigeria that I will be free to practice what I believe in. We will be able to develop according to our own pace. Yorubas are so rich that our problem is that we have leadership that are so poor. They are poor in ideas. They are poor in word look or word view. They are poor in implementation. They are poor in planning. They are so poor in anything that has to do with the future. But they are very, very, very selfish. Never to be poor in judgment of what they want for themselves, like the perks that comes with this, even at the expense of their own people. Take a Lagos State, for example. Ogun State as well. Take every state in Yoruba land for how blessed we are. Let's use our number. Our main resources as Yoruba people, they are not the gold, the oil, the gas, and every other natural resources you see out there. Our greatest resources as Yoruba people is our people, us. With us, we can be anything, unstoppable. That was what Obafemi Awolowo of the then Action Group signed up for in 1960. That was what an average Yoruba man and woman should be living for and should be ready to die for. Not one Nigeria that says a Fulani terrorist can graze on your land, kill your people, kidnap your women, rape them, kidnap your children, ransack your villages, burn down your properties, attack your security agents, kidnap whoever they can kidnap while you pay ransom to be free in that same Nigeria. That wasn't what we signed up for. And there was no oil when we signed to be part of Nigeria. We signed to be independent, sovereign people who are part of a union of other independent, sovereign people. That was what we signed up for until these freeloaders, scavengers, opportunists, pickpockets came to prominence, and they started lying to us, telling us that we are not good enough. We don't deserve better. We have to be contented. We have to be grateful in poverty. We have to be thankful in death. While we watch our own children wither away, their future stolen, nothing guaranteed, and they continue to tell us to be contented, to be grateful, to be appreciative, and to be thanking God that they are representing us while we waste away. And that is why they don't have the right to speak for us. They don't have the right to speak for you. They don't have the right to speak for me. Whatever they are giving to you is part of what they stole from you. Collect it and believe that they don't have the right to speak for you. If it is this same language of endure, pray, you will succeed. It's all lies. Kumuyi, Pastor Kumuyi, that came out recently to say you should be patient. Don't break up Nigeria. He is a liar. He is part of the scam. Many of them, if you go to any church and they are telling you to pray for Nigeria, don't break Nigeria. Meanwhile, they don't want to have the real conversation about what Nigeria is. Such a church, such a gathering, such mosque, they are part of the system. Run from them. Run from them. Because for them to say that publicly, there are many things that are wrong with them, and they are not hearing from God. Don't let anybody tell you that they are hearing from God, that Nigeria is not going to break. What they are using is that they are playing on your religious emotion. Do not fall for it. Kumuyi is a liar. He didn't hear from God, and nobody should listen to him. In 1984, the same Kumuyi, that then he was just building his church. Kumuyi was telling everyone then that Nigeria will soon be great. Nigeria will soon be great. I was born in 1984. That was 37 years ago. The same Kumuyi is an old man now, right? He's a rich man, a billionaire, Pentecostal pastorpreneur, right? The same Kumuyi is coming out to tell me, at the age of 37 years, that I have no idea, no opinion of my own to think and reason for what I think will work for me. And until I listen to Kumuyi, who has been hearing from this same God since 1984, seeing vision about Nigeria, but it never get great. So that is why when you see people like that, don't listen to them. Don't. And let me tell you this. Not listening to them will have nothing to do with you, your relationship, and with your God. Don't let anybody lie to you. Okay? When a pastor tells you with the situation in Nigeria today and he says, God told him that we should pray, he is a liar, he's a fake man. Run from him. And I mean that. So those who are not speaking for us definitely are speaking against us. The current freeloaders, these loafers, right, who call themselves the political representatives of Yoruba people, they are not representatives of you. They are not representing you. They are not representing me. Therefore, they cannot speak for me. And they have no right to tell me that I can speak for myself. So if I count myself as one, you count yourself as one, and we begin to count ourselves, then you realize that all we need is the number to tell them that, yes, that's what we are doing. And that's why you have to give a great kudos to my brother there, Olayomi Koiki. Like I said, our greatest resources is not the gold, it's not the crude oil, it's not the gas. We have abundant crude oil in Ogun State, deposited there in Ogun State. We have abundant crude oil deposited there in Lagos State. We have abundant crude oil there in Ondo State. Yes, we do. We have abundance of other resources scattered across Yoruba land. We can harness them because, yes, we did have some leaders who saw through that, and they used agriculture to build Yoruba land. They built a foundation that these current representatives have destroyed. They can no longer negotiate for the Yoruba people. You are supposed to go into a negotiation when you know that you are going into a country that has other countries. They are supposed to be countries, right? Then you go in there with the interest of your own people. At that, any deal that won't favor them, any deal that says Northern Nigeria should have 19 states and Yoruba people should not have 19 states. Why can't we have 19 states? Yes, a responsible Yoruba, what do you call it? A responsible Yoruba leader will demand for that, but that's not what our early progenitors actually arranged. They arranged for a country where we would decide how we want to live. We would decide how we want to be ruled. And that was exactly what we signed up for. Not somebody from Sokoto, not one sultan from anywhere, not one guard from Daura, nobody from any goddamn place to decide for the Yoruba people how we are going to drill our oil, how we are going to export our cocoa, how we are going to grow our timber, how we are going to nobody was to dictate to us until they took all of this over. And these scavengers, these freeloaders, Obasanjo and co, they came to the play. They started speaking for the Yoruba people. Started speaking one Nigeria to all of us. Just pledge to Nigeria, your country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. To serve Nigeria with all your strength. To be to all this nonsense. Pledge that they never ever believe in. And you kept repeating that. And 60 years after that, here we are. The most terrorized country and terrorized people in the whole world, the poverty capital of the whole world. Imagine. So if Yorubas who could use and utilize our own, the greatest resources in Yoruba land, our people, we are greatest people, man. Nigeria has limited us for that. Nigeria has turned Yoruba land to a beggarly nation. We watch as they come in. Take everything from Yoruba land, take it to Abuja. Yes, that's what they do. Then they will now share the money to the likes of all these terrorist sympathizer governors that will never invest the money in education. They will never invest the money in building healthcare. They will never invest the money in training their people in order to cut down and reduce poverty. They will rather use the money to marry them off at the age of 13, 14, right? When they steal whatever they want to steal, buy themselves the most expensive automobiles, build themselves the most expensive palatial palaces, while their people continue to suffer from the money they take from elsewhere. In 2020, between 2020 and 2021, the total internally generated revenue in Nigeria, right, was put at 1.3 trillion naira. Do you know what? 950 billion of that internally generated revenue came from the southern Nigeria. 950 billion from 1.3. And then they got 350 billion. 19 states, northern Nigeria, 19 states, they generated 300, if it's not even 350 billion, it was actually 320 billion they generated. All of them combined. Why the southern Nigeria generated, over 970 billion. That is a fact. What does that tell you? It means that if there is no this free money they take from the southern Nigeria, they cannot live or survive. And even if they are actually investing the money on their own people to cut down poor education, poor healthcare, cut down insecurity, maybe we can say it is worth it. But it is a shared misery for being part of Nigeria. We give everything, they steal everything they can, right? And they called it their right. Even the people that they are supposed to spend the money on, who are those who are really affected with this terrorism and poverty, you see them on social media defending those criminals who never really invested the money on them. So as a Yoruba man, Yoruba woman, despite the fact that the right to extract and exploit and everything that is ours in Yoruba land and use that to our own development, all these rights have been put, they have been listed under the federal government, which is the Fulani oligarchs in Nigeria. You would never have any right to. That is why the Chinese from China, Hongdong from China, they were able to trace where is a large gold deposit in, Osun State. Where do they have the largest deposit of gold? In Ekiti. Where do they have it here and there? And Chinese are now there, armed to the teeth, extracting your gold. Nobody is going to account for it. Nobody knows who or what is going on. We watch our youths, jobless, unemployed, disoriented, frustrated, and we are being told to pray. One day is going to be better. The criminals who brought this upon us are telling us to pray, and you really think we should believe them? They turned us to the beggarly people. Now, if you don't go to Abuja, you can never get you can never get your monthly stipend allocation, they call it. In the last few months, they have not been able to declare enough generated revenue. Oil is completely gone. Now, this April, they are not even going to get any pin from NNPC. Right? Therefore, CBN will have to go and print money. And then they have also got approval to borrow more money. All of this going on, and you have Yoruba politicians, Yoruba elite, telling the Yoruba youth that they are too much in a hurry. You cannot just break up Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. And they're saying that with their confidence. And they're not providing alternative than we should pray. We should relax. And they continue to pretend that they are demanding for restructuring, which is never going to happen. The Hausa Fulani terrorists believe that they have already restructured Nigeria. It is only those scavengers, freeloaders, who call themselves the Yoruba representatives, spokesperson. Why they are speaking on behalf of Nigeria, they are those who don't realize that the Hausa Fulani have already restructured Nigeria. They controlled everything. Is that not restructuring? So you want them to restructure back to what you want when they have already done it to what they want? Do you really think that is how that works? I don't think so. Meanwhile, like they said, they also came out to tell us that your Enugu parrot, Mbaka, is a fake pastor, and they are going to report him to the Pope. Okay, listen. When I said everybody is on his own, everyone is on his own. Okay, it's true. If you go out to criticize Buhari or you make effort to change it, they will declare fatwa on you. Do you get that now? Fatwa means then you are committing a crime and you can be killed by the soldiers or by the terrorists they already armed. The only people who have the right to carry AK-47. So you are on your own. Therefore, anybody who is telling you to relax, like in Yoruba land now, they are just telling you to calm down so that you can wait to be killed. That's the situation. If any governor come out and says he's calling on the president, they are just deceiving you. They are all in on it. I'm going to open the line
tonight because we have a chance of using our broadcasting tool tonight. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to open the line. The number to call is there on your screen. It's scrolling under this broadcast. Okay, you phone in. Make it quick as well as you are joining. Right, I'll take calls now while I continue. I've got something I'm going to share with you. This is part of what I picked up, right? And this guy is really, really, really talking, and I want to share that with you. Watch this.
Yeah, have you seen how useless and stupidity religion has made a black man, especially Nigerians, to become? Nigeria pastors and bishops and reverends has made every average Nigeria Christian to become so stupid as before the world. And that is why they are dying in daily basis, because they are under the control of the so-called brainwashed pastors and bishops that are fooling them in Nigeria in daily basis. Just what you are watching here, this is a pastor in Nigeria. The pastor is being protected with military personnel, with police officers, with full-loaded arms, magazine, AK-47. Now, the same pastor has his own olive oil and sticker that he is giving to his members for protection. A Nigeria graduate, a citizen of Nigeria who is a graduate, as a member of this man church, buys olive oil and sticker from this man church for his own protection and his family. Why the man that are selling the olive oil to them is being protected with mopos, with guns, with magazine? Is this not foolishness? That is why Africans don't know the meaning of security. Because Nigerian Christian leaders abuse it, covering them with the blood of Jesus every day. And that is why Nigerian citizens dies every day more than the animals in America and Europe. The European that brought Christianity to Africa mount one of the best satellites on the sky, monitoring their city. Why a black man in Nigeria is hanging what they call scapular, chaplet, their pastor's picture, their pastor's pin-up or whatever, on their neck, and they are putting a pin-up on their chest in the name of protection. These people are people who are traveling on a death trap road in daily basis, and they are dying. But Nigerian Christian leader has made them to start giving a testimony that their fellow human being died on a bad road, and them themselves did not die. So Nigerian Christians celebrate the death of their fellow human being, and they use it as a miracle. We are 20 in that bus, and 10 died, and not among those who died. Instead of fighting how that road will be repaired, so that he will not be involved in the next accident in the next day. Thousands of Nigerian Christians has become so useless. That is why in Nigeria you see them, they will buy a factory and fold it and turn it into church, where they pray for protection, where they pray for prosperity. Nigerians are praying for prosperity in a country where there is no factory. Europeans work for prosperity. Americans work for prosperity. Why black Africans, especially Nigerians, praise for prosperity? So it is time you have to use your brain. You know, my dear brothers and sisters, if that chaplet you are reading, if that scapular on your neck, if that so-called sacrament you are praying to in daily basis to protect you, if it is active, if it really works, believe me, you cannot do it more than the Chinese. You cannot do it more than the Japanese. You cannot do it more than America. You cannot do it more than the Britain that brought the religion to you. For you to see how stupid the black man is. In Christianity religion, there is what they call blessed sacrament, made with gold. That the production of the sacrament gives millions of job opportunities to the Chinese and the India, Japan that don't even go to church. They use the production of sacrament to create job for the citizens. Why a black man prays to the sacrament in Nigeria for prosperity and for job employment? Do you see how stupid black people has become because of religion? Now that sacrament, where they keep it, is being called chapel. Where they normally keep it in the church is called chapel. In that chapel may have like 3 gates, 3 doors, 3 iron doors, 3 authentic iron doors. Still, they will still go and look for people that will build another protector for the sacrament in the same chapel. And they will go to the market and purchase a key that is being manufactured by the Chinese that don't go to church to lock the blessed sacrament so that the armed robbers will not steal it because it's made of gold. Now, something that a black man gave security, not to be stolen, not to be stolen, not to be destroyed. A black man is now praying to what he gave security to protect him or her. Is this not madness? Is this not stupidity? Something you gave proper security is what you are praying to protect you from Enugu to Onitsha, which you know that the road is a death trap. Instead of you to fighting to give yourself a total security on that road, as you have given to the sacrament you are bowing down for. Black race, we have been condemned to death by religion. The Europeans know what they did to us. They injected this madness to a black man's sense, and that is why we are among the poorest human beings on this planet Earth. Look at the environment where you are living. And the animals from Europe cannot live where you are living. Can you see how stupid black people is? A black man, it is time for you to wake up. Look at a pastor being protected with gun, with machine gun, with AK-47. You see as they are following him as if he is a president. Prime Minister of Italy cannot have a squad like this to protect him. The Prime Minister of United Kingdom cannot move with a squad like this in the name of security. The Prime Minister of India, Modi, cannot move with squad of security like this for protection. But ordinary pastor who's supposed to go and look for work to do is brainwashing people, taking the offering and tithes of the man.
Thank you. Now I'm going to open the line now for everyone who wants to call in. Okay, you can make your contribution now. At this point, we have let's see. So we have about half an hour for that. All right, I'll be waiting.
Ani esuraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ani ẹ̀súnraki Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook Maiyegun ti dé. Ani ẹ̀súnraki Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube Maiyegun ti dé. Ani ẹ̀súnraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́ Maiyegun máa bí. Ani ẹ̀súnraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ Maiyegun máa bí. Ani ẹ̀súnraki Maiyegun ti dé.
Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Good morning from India.
Oh, is that Paul?
Yes.
It is Paul. So, Paul, you have the floor now. 2 minutes, please.
Yes. You can see from what the video you just played now about the man using the description of a pastor to buttress his point about how religion. That's why most of the time when I call on your show, I always hammer on religion. I'm a Christian as well. I pray. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that He is the Son of God. But I am not religiously stupid. Because religion in Nigeria has made a lot of people stupid. Completely stupid. As in, the more religious they get, the more stupidity they get. Because we have totally lost the use of our thinking capacity. That is why you see that even these white people that bring this religion to or brought this religion to us, they are not dwelling in it because they understand that religion does not reduce your thinking capacity. It does not reduce the ability of the mind. If we believe that God created all of us, if we believe that He is a creator, part of Him, part of His essence as a creator is embedded in us. So we have the ability to create things. That is why you see that man is creating things. They created cars, buildings, this all sorts of things. Why is it that in Africa, that ability is just, everything is, we have to pray. We have to pray. There's a portion in the Bible when Jesus Christ went into yes, when Jesus Christ went into the temple, he took Koboko, Cain, when people were turning the temple into a place of vendor, he flogged them out. Person we worship that we believe that he has all power in heaven and all power in earth. He could as well just enter that place and say, all of you, because you are selling in my father's house, you are selling in the temple, all of you fall down and die. He has that power. Why did he take a king? Why did he use that physical ability? It's to show us that it is not just prayer. Faith without works is dead. And that's one of the problems in Nigeria. We talk too much. We pray too much. Some people will say, oh, prayer, Adura King Poju, Adura King Poju. In this case, Adura Ti Poju. Adura Ti Poju. We have prayed there is no country on this planet that prays, that does revival, that does crusade more than Nigeria. If you can name one country, none. That is why Nigeria is not a country for us.
Thank you so
Let
much.
me give others chance to talk.
Thank you very much, Paul. Once again, okay. I'll take another call now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ súnra kì o.
Hello there.
So Maiyegun, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Steve Akwiko. I'm calling from France. This is my second time calling. I want to quickly just drop something.
Please.
Contrary to that video you just shared. You know, the problem of Nigeria, I keep saying it, it's not Buhari. I still say it again. The problem is the hypocrite of our so-called youth, the celebrity is their fault. They are the people fueling this thing. I think you see what happened to this princess about rape, because they are fed them. Do you see the way they are shouting? Do you see the way they are shouting? Because it followed them. Maiyegun, how many children they rape a day, nobody sees it. With a system that is collapsed. Imagine, Maiyegun, just take this. Imagine these people, artists, singer, all of them, keep tweeting one day, enough is enough, enough is enough, on Twitter. What do you think it will make as a change? Even though they go for protest.
A lot of difference.
Even though nobody go for protest. Let's say, comedian, artist, actress, all of them keep tweeting. Just enough is enough. Nigeria is dying. What do you think it will make difference to the world, Maiyegun?
A lot of difference it will make, I believe.
Don't worry. These people, we all will consume. They do it to Fela, when Fela was talking. People say he's smoking Igbo, he's a madman, but today is their legend. Amoya Lesore is there, coming down from America to fight, say this thing is not working. People are bad on him. Some people say he's a madman. He don't know what he wants. He's fighting for his own pocket. Nnamdi Kanu say, no, this thing is not working anymore. We need to go. People say he's a madman. He don't know what he's saying. But just look at a little rape that touched the celebrity comfort. What happened? You see, they're screaming on social media. The hypocrite is too much. I just say I should drop this.
Nice one, Baba.
God bless you.
Thank you, and you too.
God bless. Okay.
You have a good one.
Maiyegun, the command of the masses.
Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Your name and where you're calling from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Yeah, my name is Bamidele Collins, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
Hi there, Bamidele. You have the floor. 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. I just want to say, you see, Nigerians believe they are problem. I'm reacting to the video you shared.
Okay.
And basically, that is our problem. Our problem is just the religion. We're waiting for one superpower to come and save us. The biggest, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for one superpower from heaven, spiritual power, to come and save our hearts. And why countries like United States are doing things themselves. I live in the United States. I see how hard we work to make things, to get something done. But in Nigeria, people spend times in church, in the mosque. Why some people promise them God is coming to save you and do so many things for you. Maiyegun, see, let me tell you the truth. One of the reasons why Nigerian youth have not been able to come out there and protest is because they are waiting for one supernatural power to come and help them.
Which will never happen.
They still believe some God is coming from heaven to come and help them. And that is what their pastor has been promising them and been telling them. And they've been telling them to calm them down. That's why they have been calming them down. They are still going to come to the realization that there is no any superpower anywhere, that they will have to go out themselves and save themselves from all these people, all these oppressors that are out there. They are feeling the fire now, no wala.
It will touch everybody.
At the end of the day, the fire is touching everybody. Nobody is going to come and save them. We will save ourselves from all these oppressors. Enough is enough. Let me give other people a chance, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for your good job, for enlightening us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Your name and where you're calling
Hello,
from?
Maiyegun.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening, my brother. My name is Allah Wilson, calling from United Kingdom.
Allah Wilson.
And I was born as a Muslim. Yeah, I was born as a Muslim, but I finally become a Christian. But the way I see things in Nigeria right now, sometimes I just look into our people, think about what are they thinking? You know, like these pastors, have they took anything away from their brain? I don't really understand what is going on with our people. They need to wake up. They need to wake up. They need to wake up. I mean, I don't know. Because these people, if you see our pastors, look at them. They have a lot of security. They will be telling us Jesus Christ will come and save us. Jesus Christ can't come from heaven to save us. Even look at the time of Elijah. They fought war. God has blessed everybody's hand. Either for war, for anything that comes around you, just try to fight. Fight against it. That you know this thing is not good for you. Fight against it. Look at I just see people as a dummy. Sometimes I watch program in the church. I see people as a dummy. Some pastors will be fighting Chinese in the church, and some people will be laughing. My brother, waiting be all this one.
It's where we found ourselves.
You know, to jam my mind. See, I just see if this pastor they use juju stuff, make this all this audience, make them go find juju. Because I don't understand. This is something the drive person is crazy. Say, see our pastors, see them.
Thank you so much.
I don't understand though. Our people, say, I don't understand them. Maybe just wake up. This Yoruba nation, this Biafra nation, make we get her, maybe just scatter, maybe we just scatter, make we go.
Thank you, Baba.
This Tito country, you know, too jealous, man. My brother, I just make a contribution.
I appreciate your contribution. You have a good evening, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
I have another caller. Please hang on there for me for a sec.
Yeah, Maiyegun, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, I'm those calling from Torino, Italy.
Fantastic. You are live. So, go on, please.
Okay. I want to contribute to what our brother said before. He said the problem is not about the political, criminal, or whatever. For me, Nigeria youth as the most determined youth all over the world. Nigerian youth, they know what they want. The problem is our corrupt politicians because they don't have any single plan for tomorrow for the country. They only have the plan for their pocket. So it is like when they born a baby, the baby growing up, we start thinking of how he can make an end for just a spoon of a rice for himself. So this thing created so many things among us. And the problem is that our politicians, our criminals, they were involved in that. So unfortunately, there is no how. It's like a hook in the river. So the only thing we can do is to determine and request for what we want. Thank you. And that is what you have been doing for us. I acknowledge you for that, and God bless you for that.
And you
Thank
too.
you very much.
Thank you very much for that contribution, sir. Well appreciated. Have a good one. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Maiyegun.
Good evening, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yes, I'm Natalie. I'm calling from Paris. I'm calling from France.
France, Natalie from France. You can move away from the broadcast. It seems that the audio is getting into our conversation, so that you can listen to the phone. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
You can move away from the broadcast.
Yeah, I can see it myself. Thank you.
Okay. Please, my contribution is this border that the Janjaweed block in the western part of Nigeria. I think it's time that the Yoruba youth have to open that border, because the trick here is that as they are taking over everywhere, supplied arms for their own terrorist group that is in our forest, we or the Yoruba people that want to dislodge these terrorists, at least they should have access to something they will use.
Right.
So they can't just overrun everybody, blocking the border, and they are going to take everybody over like a chicken. That is forbidden. So I don't think now that there is any room for negotiation, because it is clear that these people have begun what they want to achieve.
And it's like
so Yoruba should make absolute decision and let these politicians who are governors and the rest that say it is where, it's time to shut them up. Because the man that has a gun that is in the forest, why? What reason?
Thank you.
What reason that makes that man? Who put that man there? So to get that man out of that place, somebody else need a gun to get him out.
That's right. And you can't just go there and start talking English as well.
So that border is open. That border should be open.
Thank you so much, Nathaniel. I'll take another call now, okay?
Thank you very much.
Sir. Yeah. I have another caller. Hello.
Hello, Michael. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Princess.
Princess. How are you?
I'm fine, and you, Maiyegun?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. Now you have the floor, ma.
Yeah. The religion drama is not what I'm here about. Let everybody believe whatever they want to believe. Yeah. We've all had this issue from childhood. We've had the issue of going to school and you have to cram everything, you know. Majority of us will cram everything from childhood because they don't want us to do serious thinking. 2 times 1, 2 times when you wake children up from their sleep, they can tell you that. Majority of us don't even know how we arrived at the answers we have. That's the way we have it in real life too. Majority of us don't know how we found ourselves where we are right now. And there are 2 kinds of people in this country. Yeah? There are people that are scared. People that are afraid. Those ones are in denial. Yeah? The second people are the people that watch the news in this country, yeah? And take whatever they hear on the news at face value. Since we all do not do critical thinking. Majority of us don't do that. So there is a saying that if you have a nation in confusion, yeah? Maiyegun, believe me, the masses have that country under control. And people plus power is people's power. We the people have the power of number and the power of truth. So I want to tell everybody listening tonight that there is no leader coming from anywhere. Hello, Maiyegun. There is no leader coming from anywhere. We are the leaders we have been waiting for. The leaders we've been waiting for is you and I and every other person on this show, every other Nigerian listening to this, every other Nigerian out there, every other Nigerian on the streets of Lagos. We are the leaders we've been waiting for. They are bringing war to everybody. They will. I just hope we are all able to survive it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Princess. That's a very powerful one. Another epic one from you. It's a pleasure talking to you again tonight, ma. You have a good evening.
All right, there.
Thank you.
You too.
Hello there.
Hello.
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 Hello. This is Maiyegun Live. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Yakub Adiola. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Yakub, how are you tonight?
To be precise.
You're calling from Ogun State.
I'm fine.
You have the floor. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. What I just want to put on ground this night is that I want all our people to remember the time of Moses when he was leading them to the land that God has promised them. When they fell sick along the road, that they were shouting, God is not looking at us, God did not remember us. What did Moses did? He have to use gold to mold snake and hang it on a cross and ask Joshua to put it on the ground. That people should look up to the molded snake, that whoever have faith in it will be healed. Where I'm going with that is that comparing that situation then to now is just this situation on ground. Our people are not believing in this Yoruba nation of a thing. All of them are just saying negative things about it. Are you with me?
I'm with you. I'm following.
They're saying negative that, okay, whenever they see someone talking about Yoruba nation, they will say, it can't be possible. Even if they want to do it, those guys on the cabals will not allow them to do it. But I just keep looking at them. In fact, because you are not in Nigeria, if you see what I'm passing through here,
I can imagine.
I've talked and talked and talked. I don't tire. People know they listen to me. Most of them, few of them support me all the time. Few. Oh, I pray, may God deliver us from this contraction, as we used to call it. May God deliver us.
Thank you so much, Yakub. I have a word. I have something I'm going to say to you, okay, for the effort you are making and for the sake of those who are also watching, okay. I want you to know something. You have found liberation. You know what is right. You might not have the strength or the number yet to make it happen, but one by one, two by two,
I will
get there.
To do more than I'm doing.
Just keep doing the little
people
you can,
are
okay. Continue to.
Okay.
We are all doing our part from all over the world, especially those of you, because you are more endangered than many of us outside Nigeria. Do you get what I mean now?
Yes.
And let me tell you this: wherever you are doing, you are not alone. Okay, you are not.
Sir, this one thing that I want to tell you.
Please.
is the most painful part. Every day I used to spend almost 3 hours before I get to work because of bad road and everything that's not good in this country. I really, really want to get out of this Nigeria. I swear to God. So thank you.
You are very welcome. Okay, just keep in touch. All right, save that number and keep in touch. Thank you very much. So I'll take another call. Hello there.
Baba.
Sir. Your name and where you're calling from. Good evening.
Good evening, Maiyegun. This is Yima calling from Birmingham.
Oh, finally, Yima, you made it.
I made it to I don't try a number here. Now hotline you get to.
Baba, I'm working on it. We're gonna get more so that it will be easier.
Now
so you know.
Now hotline you get.
Yima, you're live. Go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something. I was listening to Mazin Nadikano and he said something. He said this Russian guy that killed a lot of people. It was this man, I can't remember him. He said the guy stripped a chicken. Took a chicken.
Stalin.
Stripped Stalin. Yeah, thank you. He stripped the chicken of these feathers. Allow the chicken go. Then come pour corn for ground. The chicken come chop the corn till they reach where he did. What they have done to Nigerians is poverty has killed everything. Even their thinking. They can't think. If you're hungry, you can't think.
That's right.
They can't think for themselves. It's so sad. You wake up every morning, they are dying. You wake up, they are kidnapped. You wake up, what good news comes out of that place? And people still live in that place. Day before, last week, Boko Haram took over Shiroro Dam. And people are still smiling. People are still smiling. Do you know what Shiroro Dam is? I've been there. I know what facilities are in Shiroro. If light no day your country, how will you generate light?
Country will not get light.
My brother, they foot mina. As soon as I heard that Boko Haram are 2 hours before Abuja to get to Abuja, I told the guy, "What are you doing in Mina, guy? Cut out of that place before you become a statistics." If you have any sibling, if you are living in the middle belt or you're from Benue, from the east, from the west, if you have any sibling or family in the north, tell them to leave that place because the fire that is coming to that country. Buhari doesn't care.
It doesn't.
He doesn't care.
Do you know what?
Yima.
I don't know if you have heard that, right? The vast part of the northern Nigeria now, they are making deal with the Boko Haram. They make a peace deal with Boko Haram. They pay them 20 million. They offer them cash, offer them bikes, offer them all these things because Boko Haram now control the places now. And that's
what would they do? That is the government up north. What would they do? They can't fight. They will get killed. They can't go to call to Boko Haram. Boko Haram would turn deaf ears. So what would you think they would do? They would survive, try to survive. Nigeria is gone. Anybody who is sitting down and laughing and thinking he's enjoying himself in that country is just fooling himself. You are a compound fool. Take it from me. Compound fool. Compound. You just kind yard fool now you be.
Thank you.
The country's on fire. Thank you very much.
You have a good evening, okay? It's a pleasure talking to you again, Baba. You have a good one.
Thank you so much for the work that you do.
Good one, yeah, man. Thank you.
My people make we shout,
Hello there. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
Hey, this is Wisdom calling from Washington, D.C.
Wisdom from Washington. How are you tonight or this afternoon?
Yeah, it's afternoon right here. Yeah, it's afternoon. Maiyegun General, you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you,
job and all that. So let's see the record straight here, okay? The solution is what we should be talking about now.
That's
Just
right.
solutions. Problems after problem. Everyone, we all know the problem, what the problem of Nigeria is and the whole zoo and all that. But solution is key. And for Yoruba to get the Oduduwa Republic, it's just simple. Just go after the saboteurs. Plain and simple. No putting around the bush here. People like MC Olueron, Obasanjo, Tinubu, all those guys, go after them and kill them. Simple. There's no negotiation here. Go after these bastards, these sons of no good. Go after them and kill their families. Simple. They are the links the Fulani use to penetrate you guys and put you guys in the situation. Enough of beating around the bush, religion and all that. Go after every prominent Yoruba elder or leader or whatever they are, the pastors, the Adeboys. Kill these bastards. Kill them. Simple. You want to get out of that thing? Kill them and then man a freaking block and protect the entire map of the Oduduwa Republic. That's how you do it. You man a stumbling block. You build a team. You build a team strategically. Learn how to use firearms. Learn how to defend yourself. Learn how to use internet technology. You're smarter than the Fulani. These are fucking stack illiterate. They know nothing. Everything, every freaking idea these bastards have is being given to them by the United Kingdom. Like, let's call it spade here. London, England, the Buckingham Palace, that witch you call the Queen in England. These are the people back in the fucking illiterate. Honestly, let's call it spade here.
Thank you so
much. The Fulanis are fucking stack illiterate. They don't know nothing. Every strategy they used in conquering Nigeria was given to them by the British.
And
I don't care how you want to.
It's all brute. There's none of them that's not violent. It's brute force, violent blood, and all of that. That's unacceptable. I'm with you.
Exactly. You see, it's simple. It's simple. The British handed over Nigeria to Fulani as the caretaker. So everything, every weapon, everything the Fulani is today is as a result of the British Empire. Plain, simple, no sugar coating here.
Thanks, Baba.
Unless you want to die from diabetes. No sugar coating. Honestly, we have to call it spade a spade.
Thank you so much.
Spade a spade. So, Oduduwa, you want it, get rid of every freaking elder. Kill them all. Simple. Thank you.
You have a good night. Good afternoon. Okay. Wisdom. I have another caller. Hello.
Hello, my brother.
Hello, sir.
Calling from UK. Yeah, Mr. Kagisa.
Fantastic. So now, lovely. So you are live now. So go on, please.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
You say it seems tonight we are kind of taking it to Jelenke attitude, like when we are tired, I see the way everyone of us is talking, but I have limited time to speak.
I know.
You see, when we were not very long ago, back in Nigeria, when Kumuyi and the rest of them, Kumuyi in particular, when they brought student union to secondary school, you remember that was mid-80s. You remember that, and you remember that when we started school in all this, we were in Catholic school. Most of us attended Catholic schools all around, where we were being given Gideon Bible. We were not pressurized to become whatever ardent, believers as we are.
There was no forceful or anything at all.
There was no force, and you see the church head, the GOs and whatever they call themselves, right? They see, of course, some of us have said that they are the cause of they are not the root of the root of the problem. Remain Nigerian leadership themselves, and the pastors, the GOs and church heads everywhere. Till tomorrow, when they open church, they saw an avenue, and they tapped into it and rooted their feet in it and begin to scam people. To the point that Iyalata from Ajogule or Yaba has come since 3 a.m. in the morning that I won't get back home until 2 p.m., 2 a.m., would go from that marketplace that he resumed into around 4 or 5 a.m., close from there, go into church to go and pray and still give his pennies. and they will collect it. You see? So these are the problems. They saw an avenue, a channel, a passage for them to begin to milk people. These are what our spiritual leaders have done to us. Now they cannot provide solution to the problem we are having. They said the kingdom of they can tell you when they are praying before all this problem began, they will say the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and by violence we take care of it. Now they cannot tell us the kingdom of Nigeria unity is in trouble, that we should take it by force. You see what they are doing to us?
I can see that.
You see what these people are doing to us? You see where they have pushed us to? They have taken, look, at my age, I don't hope for anything in Nigeria. I'm not 50, but I don't hope for anything in Nigeria. And I can bet you, anyone, those who are born between 75 down to, okay, those who are born between 70 and 80, I think they have a little enjoyment. But those who are born between 80 till now, they have taken their lives. They have taken second generation life.
Anything. I did not enjoy
There's
anything.
nothing left.
From day one to this day, it has always been about Ozulo, make.
There's nothing left. There's nothing left out there. All they said to us is go and pray. To the extent that when you get back home from church, you see your next neighbor as the witch that is your enemy, that is sitting on your destiny. And the problem is not, there's no problem there. They ask you to pray, just as you mentioned, they ask you to pray, but there's no factory there. Instead of them to open a shop where they can teach people vocational study or whatever, or they open a carpentry shop for people that want to do carpenter, they open mechanical shop for those who want to do so. The earlier church in Nigeria, they did all those, like apostolic faith, like Methodism, they did all those. They gave people employment, they built schools and all that. And they ask you to keep praying for a gainful employment, for an employment that does not exist at all. Instead of them to put up something for us in Nigeria, they come to UK, they come to America to go and open a mighty shop somewhere where they continue milking people.
Chasing us everywhere, still to want to take from us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, brother.
You are very welcome. So you have a good night, okay? A good one. Hello there. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. You're live. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Presidency. I'm calling from Vancouver.
Fantastic. So you're live now, so you can go on, please.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, just to add to what the last caller said regarding the so-called spiritual leaders. I think we as Nigerians, we seem to be forgetting that it's not just these so-called GEOs. You know, there are also the so-called entertainers, the celebrities, you know, who decide to, you know, look the other way when this terrible atrocities, you know, keeps going on a daily basis. They don't say anything. They decide to, you know, keep numb. You know, they say silence is golden. So when you don't say anything, it literally means that you are in support of what is going on. You know, so, I mean, Nigeria belongs to all of us, all right? And if Nigeria still exists, you know, but...
Well, should we say Nigeria should belong to all of us, not some of us?
Rather, it should belong to every one of us. You know, but as it is now, as it stands, it only belongs to those who have a certain kind of privilege. And these privileges we're talking about, you know, are only, you know, you only have people like the celebrities, you know, the pastors, the traditional institutions, you know, the politicians, people who are in government, you know, stealing all dry and all. They are the people that actually enjoy this privilege, and they decide. Yeah, they tell us to go and pray. So it's not just the religious leaders. If you are an actor, if you are a musician, you are a comedian, right? You have a voice, you have a platform. You have to speak up. We all have to speak up because we all are affected. It's very, very important. Not just for us to continue to just put all of the blame on just the religious leaders, and the traditional institution is so politicized to the point that these people are if you want to check the problem that is going on in Nigeria, you find out that the root cause of the problem is just at the very core, which at the grassroots level. So the traditional institutions, the religious institutions, and the entertainment industry, they are all interwoven in the crime that is going on in this country, because a lot of these people they're just looking the other way.
It's a shame. Thank you so much.
So okay, I'll just give way for others.
Thank you very much. I know we can go on and on. I know. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for the great.
Thank you so much, bro. You have a good evening, okay? Have a good night, yeah.
Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
We have a lot of people who wants to phone in tonight, okay? But our time is up, and which simply means that I'm going to see you again tomorrow. If you have the time to join me tomorrow, that would be great, okay? Tomorrow evening, same time, 9 p.m. And before then, right, you can also subscribe on Maiyegun General Political now, just before you go. Yeah, if you can do that, that means you won't miss the next program on Maiyegun General. A quick recap. Let's all be so clear that if anyone is coming out to tell you that there's something coming, there's a way out, there's something to pray for or wait for about what they are doing in Nigeria right now, Buhari has made it very clear that he's never going to change tactic. It's either your people agree to give the Fulani land called the National Livestock Policy. It is a scam. It is Ruga. If Ruga will work, why can't any of these northern governors, northern states, all the 14 Fulani governors in Nigeria, why can't they start a model Ruga to show the rest of the country, relocate, resettle these terrorists? But they won't do it. They would rather give their bandits money. They would rather pay terrorists, rehabilitate them, while their people continue to be killed. Now, those who watch their own people killed, kidnapped, children, and all of them are, going through what they are going through in northern Nigeria. The people who watch them go through that, how do you think they will feel, or they should feel for you? If you have to go through the same thing in Yoruba land, if you have to go through the same thing in Biafra land, of course, they would love to see your own children being kidnapped as well by this marauding, invading terrorist. So it's not about land. It's not about Ruga. It is about something bigger. And it is better to resist it completely. All right? Maiyegun General doesn't support anything like violence. And the contribution of my callers are completely their own freedom of expression. And everything you say on my program is solely your own view. And same with me. Everything I say out of my mouth here, I am responsible for it, okay? But that doesn't mean that I have to censor you on what you say when you call Maiyegun General political, okay? It will be good if you can have it in mind that, we are all responsible for what we say, okay? We're not afraid. We can defend everything we say, okay? Thank you very much for your time with me tonight. I'm going to see you again tomorrow.
Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.